Oh, now we should be live. Sup everyone, this is Anime Squad chapter One Piece chapter 1084 review. Dark. Um, we got a newcomer. Well, actually, he is an old comer. He was supposed to join us when we started, but he had work and vacation and stuff like that. But he's finally making his debut. Darklink is on his way. But before we start, Weeb, how are you? And what you been up to?
What's up? Sweep Sheriff, aka Blue Rhizome. Yeah, I'm good. Playing some games, reading some manga and manhwa, and watching some anime.
Gotcha. As for me, yeah, also Zero can't make it tonight, so it's got to be me, Weeb, and Darklink. As for me, yeah, the same without the manhwa part. Just watching documentaries. I'm actually watching MasterChef. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Come again?
MasterChef. Have you ever watched that?
Master Chef.
Yeah, with Gordon Ramsay.
Mm, with Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah,
Is
you
it,
never
is it a
ha-
cooking show?
you never heard of MasterChef or Gordon Ramsay before?
Oh, Master Chef. Sorry. Thought
Ah,
you
you
said
misheard me.
Master Shift. Like what? What?
Nah, MasterChef. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
my mic was also turned around, so my audio might have not been very clear. Have you seen MasterChef?
I've seen clips of it, but yeah, I generally don't watch those shows.
You're not
No,
a fan.
I barely watch any TV. I really restrict my intake to either a streaming service like Netflix or,
It is streaming.
or
Like, it's literally on YouTube, and I can give you a link where you can watch it from beginning of end.
yeah, yeah, I know, but like I'm not really into TV shows like that.
Oh, gotcha. As for yeah, and you guys clearly, if you read the chapter, you can already feel the energy that we're giving toward the chapter. I'm sorry, this was a horrible chapter. It is what made it horrible. Flashback was never needed. I would rather have been the short chapter than having this flashback. Clearly, with this flashback being a thing, it's almost like confirmation that next chapter is gonna be the demise of Kaido. Or he may be postponed to two chapters. What do you think?
No, I think next one's gonna be the final. That Kaido is going to be defeated. I actually predicted it was going to be this chapter, but yeah, they wasted a bit more, too much time tying up loose ends and like with what's his name, the Shogun, and yeah, the flashbacks.
So,
But you know, it's quite typical sort of setup-ish, as in this is the final moment. They just spread that, yeah, over two chapters.
so apparently, and this is not something that I've read, but I've heard from Tekken 101. He is a huge mythology dude, and apparently Hercules defeated the Hydra the same way what's called um now the the scabbers are doing. So basically, you cut off the head, and
I I'm quite familiar with Greek mythology.
okay, well, pretty sure most people don't, so that's why I'm saying it.
Oh,
You
oh, Hydra is quite well known, yeah. But th this is technically not a Hydra. This is the Orochi,
yeah,
which
it still
from Japanese mythology.
but it still makes sense that with him cutting the head while it's on fire, it's gonna kill him completely now. I don't think he's gonna revive from this one. It's over.
Well, the if you're referring to the Greek myth, there fire is used to sear the wounds after cutting off the neck, so or head, so no new head can grow. Um, I think it's basically yeah, probably have to wait for an explanation in the SBS how his power works, but I guess either it means that he can survive by cutting off his head, but he's now his entire body's burned, so there's no way he could survive that, or maybe he has like I don't know how many. I think he has 8 heads, so he probably maybe he has 8 lives. That's also a possibility.
How many
Uh,
times have we been decapitated so far?
I don't know. I mean, it would be funny if we're getting if we would be getting a montage of that at some point, like how many times his head was cut off. Because he's not making a lot of friends with the way he's behaving. So I would not be surprised if somebody tried to assassinate him before and maybe succeeded, but didn't succeed because of his ability.
Oh no, I think even he was surprised when he got revived after the Kaido beheading.
Oh no! I think he knew that. I mean, he knew what his abilities were.
He
Uh,
knew, but he was not sure that he would be able to survive it. That's why he was
well,
hesitant.
I think he probably lost his head before, knowing, considering what he did. I mean, there's bound to have been a samurai in the past who tried to assassinate him and probably got very close, but because of his ability, it wasn't
Hmm,
enough.
gotcha. Um, yeah, this was, let's call it how it is. This was a boring chapter, which it's insane when you look at how the last chapter ended and the previous one. So, moments like this make me question, like, what's the point of this chapter? What do you think?
Well, the point is to set up, right? I mean, it's typical One Piece fashion. They're gonna sort of work towards a climax where at the final moments we see the flashbacks, of all people suffering. And what I did find a nice touch is, I'm not sure if you noticed that, is that the lanterns that they were floating up, right? That you saw that they actually wrote down their wishes, which were actually they wanted to uh, get rid of the shogun, of getting back to the used to. So it was actually a nice touch, sort of to see that the citizens, despite seemingly not having a care in the world because of the festival, actually truly really do want to get rid of
Hmm.
the community. So that's kind of nice thing. It's going to sort of hopeful that there's yeah, for the future, that they're not like oblivious of the fact that they're basically almost got wiped out. And maybe they'll realize, or maybe they don't. I mean, that's also a thing. Like with the Alabasta arc, for example, the citizens never really knew the entire truth. So, I mean, it could be that they also don't know how close they were to being annihilated.
Hmm.
But I think it does sort of show that they do want change, and that Momonosuke is gonna be able to rule as a shogun without anybody craving for the previous regime.
So with With the daimyo being revealed, clearly one of them looked like Zoro, right?
Did he?
One of them looked like Zoro.
I have to check.
You didn't see it? Let me pull it up and and tell you the name. Cause he clearly looked a photocopy of Zoro, just old.
Oh yeah, Ringo. Yeah, a bit.
Yeah,
So
so the
what
Ringo,
wasn't
you nah, clearly this is Zoro. This is literally Zoro.
wasn't that already revealed before in the
Ye-
flashback?
Yeah,
Uh,
it was revealed during the Yamato flashback. However, we never got a fate reveal. Just
okay.
this is the very first time he reveals their faces, which, again, if you remember, Oda said a while ago that the show in Wano something gonna be explained, not that important, but it still needs to be an explanation for it, and he doesn't want to make a big deal out of it. Well, it could be that Zoro is originally from Wano, because with everything it's explained, there is
Yeah,
there are, sorry.
that's pretty obvious. No, that's pretty clear that he his roots are in Wano. I'm not sure if it means he was born there. I think probably wasn't, but
No, 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 no.
uh,
He was not born there, but he is original from Wano, like his granddad is, or
yeah.
his dad is. Because remember when he was teaching the word Tsunashi to Momo, what's her name? Um, the one that plays, the one that is the brother, I forgot what her name. The one with the mask, the that one of the scabbers, the one of the scabbers that was known to be a woman turned out to be she the man.
Okiku?
Yeah, thank you. Okiku said that the word Tenachi is unique, not per se unique, but also forbidden. And where have you heard that? And Zora was like, an old dude in my village used to say it a lot. So they have been building up the reveal that Zoro is from Wano for a while now. So it makes sense with everything we've said. And with this, I truly hope. Okay, so do you want to laugh?
Go ahead.
You're looking at the page where Zanjiro is decapitating the Shogun. Well, there are little people in the One Piece community that now thinking that Zoro is gonna decapitate Kaido like that. They want ZKK so much, Zoro kill Kaido. So much. It's laughable.
It's
The
not gonna
del-
happen. What would be the point?
the okay, so it's basically one upping Sanji in a way. They just no, not even that. They want Zoro to be stronger than Luffy. which again boggles my mind. But that's their echo chamber, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean that's. I mean, I like
Laughable, eh?
Zoro. He is definitely. I like Zoro better than Luffy, but he's never gonna be the strongest. He's gonna be on that level, but he's not gonna. I mean, Luffy is the captain, so he has to be the strongest. That's the end of
Delusional
the.
at its finest.
Yeah. Yep.
Let me ask what Dark Link is. Depending on this, I might end it soon. Cause this was a boring chapter, nothing else happened. I don't know how people do it that review story like this was. Let me see. Dark Link.
I kind of liked it. It's just I kind of wish that they just had yeah, didn't waste time and just got straight to the point and had Luffy beat Kaido in this chapter, because essentially that's all that's left for the next chapter when that punch hits Kaido and Kaido can't take it.
Mm. So you think next chapter we're gonna go right into the flashback?
Of who?
Kaido. Who else?
We've already had a flashback.
Excuse me?
We've had this. This is the flashback, you know, the showing what Kaido has done in the past, additionally
No.
to what.
No, we need a flashback into why is Kaido doing all of this? Why is
I
Wano so... No, this is
I
literally part of the
I
story.
don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, why is he doing this? I mean, there's obvious why he's doing this.
No, there is... Okay, so explain to me why did he shoot Wano?
Why he chose Wano?
Yeah. Explain to me how
I
does he
think
know about Joy Boy?
how does he know about Joy Boy? I mean, that's he was part of the Rocks crew, so I mean, he's of Roger's generation. I mean, look, they're in the new world. They're the Yonko. Of course, I mean they're trying to find the One Piece, and they're trying to do that by gathering the poneglyphs, which is probably also what made Wano so interesting, because you know of the fact that they can read the poneglyphs, that's carried over in their I think at least with their yeah royal family. So I think that probably was why he targeted, amongst many things. Probably also for the resources, you know, for the fact that Wano wasn't part of the world government and sort of isolationist, really. So I mean, there's ample reasons, but I think the major reason is just, you know, outside of the story, that Oda wanted to have you know, Yonko be in basically a One Piece version of Japan. He wanted to make that an epic arc, and yeah, how epic can it be when you have to fight supposedly the strongest man in the world? So I don't think we're gonna get like a flashback of like, okay, Kaido's, you know, past or anything, because at least not here. I think because whenever have we had that? Okay, well, sure, we had that with some villains, but not all of them. And I don't know. I mean, there's also the part where we have to learn more about, you know, who this Rocks this captain was, and what was his significance was in the overall story. So I'm not sure if we're gonna get that here. Maybe that's gonna be revealed in the next arc.
1 second. I heard everything.
Yeah, you were awfully quiet. I was wondering if it
No,
was
no, I
possible.
was letting
Yeah.
you talk the entire time while I was listening.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Thank.
I remember Kaido telling Yamato, if you only knew why I chose Wano, or something on the line of that. Like, he insinuated that shooting Wano is part of a big deal. Like,
Okay. Um, maybe it is then.
that's why I'm expecting a Kaido flashback. Everyone is expecting a Kaido flashback, excluding you, I guess. Because we never got a Kaido flashback, we got a Big Mom flashback. It was Big Mom that told Kaido, do you remember when I gave you your devil fruit?
Uh, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will be revealed in the present what the reason was why he chose Wano. And I don't know. I mean, the it's possible, but it's also it depends on the character. I mean, maybe we don't need to. Maybe Kaido isn't that of a complicated guy who had a difficult past or whatever that made him who he is. I mean, not everybody uh, has that. I mean, we don't think we ever got that for Crocodile, for example. For Anal, we also never really um, uh, any history he had was sort of revealed by people talking about it but not showing it. So I know if that's going to happen for Kaido, maybe, but I'm not saying it's not. But um, yeah, we don't do that for every villain in One Piece, apparently.
Okay. With that being said, I wanted Darkling to join, but he's, he's still stuck in the hospital. So, and with the show being, with the chapter being lackluster, do you think this is the calm before the storm, and next chapter is gonna be the bombastic finish?
Yeah, well, next one is going to be definitely where Kaido is going to be defeated. I think we're sort of getting like the celebration round, and then we reveal something, reactions across the world of, and all also the ramifications of that.
Mm.
Everybody's going to make a move. I bet there's going to be Blackbeard's going to make a move. We're going to, yeah, the world government's going to have to respond to this. Yeah, we're going to of course see what happens. Yeah, with with Vivi, because that's also something we don't know. And
Do you
with
think
um,
maybe Vegapunk is
well,
on his way to Wano?
who is?
Vegapunk.
Not sure why Vegapunk will be on his way.
Remember, Orochi wanted Vegapunk to be in Wano before he would give away the weapons supply. Remember?
Oh, was that? Hmm.
Yeah, he demanded that the world government give him a Vegapunk in return of the weapons.
Yeah, but do you think they're actually going to comply with that?
I mean, you never know. Maybe they have. Maybe they send some admiral with them, with him, for protection and stuff like that. Okay, where do you see after this chapter? Well, not chapter. After this arc, where do you see that show heading?
Yeah, I think we're heading towards the end game here.
So,
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a straight line, but I mean, yeah, what's left really after Kaido? I mean, Yeah, maybe as we talked about, maybe Shanks will stand in his way, but I don't think he's
Mm,
going to be a
mm.
villain like you think it is.
About
Uh,
Shanks, with the movie coming up so very soon, do you see Oda make move with Shanks, or do you see he's gonna wait until the movie drops and then he's gonna reveal something big at the end of that movie to incite the people like to check out the manga and stuff like that?
yeah, I don't know. I think they might. It, yeah, it kind of depends on how that. Like with Strong World, he sort of did a sort of One Piece Zero chapter, so could be like a special chapter that sort of is an interlude to the movie. I don't think the event's going to be um, it's not going to be like you need to see the movie to understand the plot going forward. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's just it's probably not going to be really mentioned aside from maybe a footnote somewhere. That someone's gonna drop the name of I think what
No,
Uta said, but
look how what's called Laugh Tale was dropped. Oda didn't want to change to tell people the name is Laugh Tale, if not for him literally having what's the name the brute dude that was on Kite on Roger ship. What's his name? I forgot about his name. Oh damn.
who, who do you mean?
Uh, the one that the film was about him. He infused himself with a ship. The one that ended the war and then people turned on him. He is canon, but
Oh,
not.
Shiki, you mean?
No, not Shiki. Shiki didn't infuse himself with ship. He only have a steering wheel in his head. No, I'm talking about the other dude in Roger crew.
Oh, you mean yeah, okay, but that movie was not canon.
It was not canon. It was not canon, but everything else was canon. There was a log post toward where Laugh-Tale, not Rough-Tail, Rough-Tail. So
Yeah,
they
okay, they had that correct, yeah,
yeah,
but
but Oda didn't want it to be corrected. He chose to correct it because who was involved in the movie, which is basically the second hand, no, not the second hand man, but one of Roger crew. So with this move, Shanks making a move, I am expecting an ending that's gonna shock the world. I'm genuinely expecting an ending like, for example, Shanks turn out to be evil, or
nah.
we see Shanks heading toward Laugh Tale, or we see Blackbeard encounter Shanks, something on the a level of a magnitude. I'm
But but
expecting.
but why would Shanks go to Laughdale? He's already been there.
He never was.
Why, no, he was Roger's crew. Why
No,
would you
but
say he?
wait, hold up. Did you forget what happened? He never made it to Laugh Tale, nor him nor Buggy.
Did he?
Neither him nor Buggy made it to Laugh Tale. Buggy got sick, so Shanks stayed with Buggy on an off-air
Uh-huh.
island. Shanks never made it to Laugh Tale.
Okay, yeah, then it's possible. But yeah, look, I don't personally I don't think the movie's gonna have that much of an impact, but we'll see. Maybe they're gonna do it differently because we're heading into the end game.
Yeah. One thing for sure, no Gear 5 is gonna be in the game, in the movie.
Who's going to be in the movies?
No Gear 5.
Oh, no, Gear 5. Yeah.
No. Because, well, not only no Gear 5 is the movie, Jinbei is not even in the, what's called, in the, what's the name of that shit?
You mean the game?
In the game, yeah. In the game One Piece Odyssey. So I
Yeah.
question if Jinbei gonna even be in the movie to begin with.
Why? Because they have nothing to do with each other.
Well, it's just that the difference in where Oda is when with the story and where the people are behind. Like even with okay, so here's the thing. It depends. If Oda planned ahead, then we might actually see G5 in the movie.
I I don't think we're gonna see that in the movie because the movie, when is it coming out?
Next year, I think. Let me
Next
see.
year.
Let me check. Let me check.
Yeah, okay, then it is possible because if it's next year, I think by that time we might have had the reveal in the anime.
No.
I mean, if it's this year, then I would
Oh
doubt.
no, it's coming this year, 6th August. 6th August.
Yeah, that's gonna be very tight. Yeah, that yeah, I cannot imagine it's gonna be revealed before it's gonna be revealed in the anime. So either it's gonna the anime is gonna I don't know where they are yeah, I don't know if they can make that with the anime. So I don't think so. But yeah, if there's somehow yeah, increase the pace and actually get there before for August, then it will be possible. But I doubt they will make it.
Oh, and by the way, the name of that dude that I was talking about is Bullet.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Hey, finally was able to remember his name. With that,
Yeah,
with, with
careful
that,
on canon.
with that being said, shame that Darkling couldn't make it, but he's at work, so that takes priority. Did you start playing Technonomy?
Nope, I don't have it yet.
Are you interested
Uh,
in the game?
well, from what I've seen, I am. But I think I'm gonna wait a bit because I have so much still to play. I'll probably get it when it's available for cheap or with a discount, which
Gotcha.
generally happens pretty quickly. So rather than paying full price now and then not putting in my backlog, I'll wait a bit.
I feel you. So you found a way to withstand FOMO. No. I'm not making fun of you. I'm genuinely clapping for you. It's not easy to withstand FOMO.
Oh yeah, I mean you can clap for me right now, but probably in a week or so I will make a
At least you survive a week. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you very quick. Story is weird. I'm gonna be flat out and say. Combat is nice, but boring. Get boring because it's one dimensional. And I'm not feeling it. Not that much. I love the setting. It's like it reminds me of Hellblade. The setting is amazing, but the story is boring. and
That's a shame.
the characters is boring, and everything else is just plain boring. From
What's the combat like? Is it like
so combat is basically like so combat is not per se resume. You can block, you can parry, and you can do combos. And the fun thing about the game is you learn new moves by beating enemies. You need to find offside outside the main story. So basically, you come into an open area. You can either go to the main story and find the next objective, or you can explore and find a hidden, not hidden passage, just a door. You come inside and you see find a bandit looting. You kill him, you learn a new skill, something like that.
mm,
It incites exploration, and I love that. But other than that, combos doesn't always work when they want. Um, a story is again weird. I felt I'm almost like playing two games in one. I will explain more about it when we're able to discuss spoilers. But with that being said, great show. We were able to salvage what 1 hour or 40 minutes out of this disaster that's called this chapter. I'm very disappointed with this chapter, in case you can't tell.
yeah, you're always very harsh
No, mm,
on everything.
how could you? I would have not been if he didn't waste my time with the uh, what's called with the flashback. This chapter would have been 10 out of 10 if they give me a kind of flashback. I don't need a cover flashback. I see that over and over and over again. I watched it in the anime. It's done amazingly. I love Odin, but enough is enough. And with that being said, anything else you want to add?
Nope.
I'm Garaba, and this was Weeb, and we're out of here. Later.
Later.